How high are you? I'm Luke Summer Glenn. I've often been asked if I give lessons, which I never do because I don't know how to read a lick of music and never really studied or anything. I just always sat around and jammed. So, what I'm doing here is I normally tune a half step down, but I put this here guitar in standard tuning. And I'm going to try to show y'all some pointers to learning how to jam a little bit, playing some lead. So I always recommend using a metronome or a drum machine, something to keep the time, because you can have all the licks in the world, but if you can't can't feel the time, man, you're totally screwed. So at any rate, make sure you use your ears and not your eyes, because we're playing music, we're not shooting hand grenades or something. So at any rate, I took the time to make up a little groove here. If you want to jam along, it's a little thing in E. And so what we're going to be doing here is, the way I understand the guitar, you got your blues licks, and then you got your country licks. And then you got your in-between licks and stuff. And so, that being said, I'm going to start off with a little slow blues thing, and we'll just screw around and see what happens. It's always good to start off slow. Like the blues licks. Country blues. So that's one way of practicing, and then you can step it up a little bit, and that gives you a different kind of a feel. You know, when you're jamming around, I picked E just so you could have all these cool little open, easy to play things like pull off, little things you can work on. You know, whatever you want to do, but so then you speed it up a little bit. it's just you can sit around for hours, and that's what I did to learn how to play lead guitar. Kind of in the jam band kind of format thing. I was always into the Allman Brothers and all that stuff, and so if you're gonna like learn how to play out live and stuff, always remember to practice standing up if you're gonna play standing up, because if you set it down and you get used to looking at your guitar all the time, then you get out in front of everybody and you're standing up, it changes your whole perception of the guitar, and it makes it a lot more difficult if you're not used to, you know, standing up and playing. So another good thing you can do for yourself is learn how to sing. That's a good thing to do as well. But so, hang on just a second here. This is another kind of a fun groove. This is more of a, you're gonna have places where you can switch kind of keys, and at any rate, I just like to play a little loop and jam along with it. And here's another one. Oh. And I put it along to a little groove that goes something like this here. Well, at any rate, this gives you a little something to jam along to. This is my way of staying out of the refrigerator, and the daggone bar is closed. My bar, anyway, is usually open till 4 in the morning, but this whole COVID thing's got it all screwed up. So sorry, I'm not a better teacher or anything, but hopefully gave you some ideas on how to sit around the house and make up your own little rhythm track and jam along to it. I use just a little looper pedal thing. I ain't endorsing anybody's crap or anything, but it makes it easier to rehearse, you know. And like I say, always use some kind of thing to help you keep the time. You know, you can always slow your tempos down until you get the hang of it and then bring it up to speed slowly but surely. That always helps, you know. And it's don't overthink, you know, when you're playing lead. Um, just don't. A lot of times, I don't even look at my hands. I'm just listening to where the music's going and where my hands are taking me, you know. And you just listen with your ears. Train your ears to and your hands to work together. And that way, if you do hit a little bit of a wrong note, you can always bend it into the right note, you know. There's a lot of little tricks you can do if you accidentally hit a wrong note. Just hit it a few more times, and you know, and it sounds all right. See, these two together sound okay, and those, but this one not so good. But if you do, then it sounds all right together. You know, no big deal. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep my hands. I don't have a fancy setup here, so you have to bear with me. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful 3 o'clock in the morning. At least this got me through the bad part of the. You know, this is a time of the morning where you want to eat, you know, and so I have to watch my weight and blah. You know, a lot of us have to do that shit, and this time of the morning, it's just tough to stay out of that fridge, man. You know, you just want to get in that sumbitch and. Oh, well, peace and good night. Hope you all have a fucking wonderful rest of the morning. And if you're trying to stay out of the fridge too, pick up a guitar and pick and grin. Peace.